Hello, my name is Siti Muni binti Adimas. My ID is 9810125650940001. I'm studying in Bachelor of Psychology with honor. So I choose persuasive speech for my speech today. So today, I'm going to give you a speech about why teachers should have skills to teach autism students. A lot of people doesn't know and doesn't have awareness what is autism. So now I'm going to tell you what is autism. So autism is a spectrum disorder, refers to a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behavior, speech and nonverbal communication. We know that there is not one autism in this world, but many subtypes, most influenced by a combination of genetics and environmental factors. Because autism is a spectrum disorder, each person with autism has a distinct set of strengths and challenges. The ways in which people with autism learn, think, and problem solve can range from highly skilled to severely challenged. Some people with autism may require significant support in their daily lives, while others may need less support and in some cases live entirely independently. Several factors may influence the developmental of autism, and it is often accompanied by sensory sensitivities and medical issues such as seizure or sleep disorder, as well as mental health challenges such as anxiety, depression, and attention issues. So signs with autism usually appear by age 2 or 3. Some associate developmental delays and can be appeared even earlier, and often it can be diagnosed as early as 18 months. Research shows that early intervention leads to positive outcomes later in life for people with autism. However it is, autism still need an education in their life same as normal children. So to give an education to these special kids, they must have a professional teachers who can understand and develop their education effectively. So there are several things for the teachers. How to understand a child with autism. So the first thing is the child with autism need a long time to process a language. So the teachers need to use a simple language only and short sentence. Give not more than 2-step instruction. So the teachers need to give them at least 3 full seconds after make a statement or ask a question for them to respond. So if you choose to repeat, do not rephrase, as then they will have to start processing over again. So second, teachers need to know what is receptive language and expressive language. It is two different things. The children will understand much more than you think they does. They may not be able to express what they want to say. On the other hand, they may not be able to quote long complicated phrases or passages. It is difficult exactly how to know what they want. That's why we as a teachers, we need to learn their language. So now I'm going to tell you about what is expressive and receptive language. So the first is receptive language. Receptive language is the children will learn and will be able to listen and follow the instruction. For example is children sit down, children stand up. And the expressive language is the children have a struggle to understand and process the message they receive from the teachers. So we can use pictures like bathroom pictures, a bowl pictures, sink, food, drinking, and we can ask them point to the pictures what they want, so we can easily to communicate with them. Other than that, sensory issues are a distraction for many children with autism. Sounds that are barely noticeable to you may distract children and keep them from learning. Texture may cause them to recoil in disgust. Smells may cause us to get we need to consider it of this. Overstimulation can sometimes overwhelm them and causes a meltdown. A meltdown looks similar to a temper tantrum, but it is not same actually. And in addition, a child with autism can get stuck in one object. They are obsessed about things and do not matter to you or us. They might want to talk about Disney movie character for a long period of time, and there will be a little to you can do to distract them. They can get stuck in one continuous loop. Occasionally, this topic of interest can be incorporated into his learning, but mostly it distracts them from learning. And lastly, teachers and everyone needs to remember, a child with autism are not scary or unlovable. They are just different. Sometimes different is intimidating, but educating yourself about autism will help a lot to them. So the conclusion is, any teachers can get frustrated with children in general, and if a disability is added to the equation, it can make for a difficult learning and teaching experience for both parties involved. It is important to remember what the children is going through and having to deal with. So patience truly is a virtue for the teachers, combined with empathy, understanding, encouragement, and compassion. Despite a teacher's best effort to reduce stress, anxiety, and frustration of the environment, behavioral challenges will still arise depending on the characteristic of the autistic child. So the most important is the patience. So the patience is the key for the teachers to educate children with autism.